everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We just finished reacting to the Like Crazy music video, which was absolutely incredible. And even though it's quite early and I was planning on pushing it to next week, I love the song so much that I decided to check out the whole album right now. There's a few color-coded lyric videos available. Not sure how accurate they will be. In any case, there's also a hidden track, apparently, which is not something that you can see, which kind of makes sense because it's a hidden track. But on Spotify, it does not show up. But thankfully, people on YouTube came through. There's a song called Letter, which is the final song of this album. And I'm very excited to check it out, as well as everything else. Face Off is something that I even talked about in my dance practice reaction, which set me free. Like Jimin is doing like this motion of like mask off, and I was like face off, without knowing that there's a track called Face Off on this album. So that was pretty cool. And the whole album being called Face, Jimin actually touched on it in an interview, saying that it's not just a face, like a literal thing, but also like facing something, like facing your fears, facing obstacles. Like he talked about it's like facing something, if I'm not mistaken. So it's really, really cool in my opinion, and I'm very, very excited to dive into this. So without further ado, let's get into it. What? Oh my god. Oh. Jimin, what are you doing to me? What are you going to do to me?
Alright, I guess the blame is on me. 지금 내 모습을 봐. 사람 모조리 같이. 사람을 믿는 걸. 지독한 악몽이 시작인 걸.
Oh. Oh my god.
Tonight I don't wanna be sober. Burn it up, it's a fucking over.
Oh. Damn. Holy shit. Also, not everyone can drop an F-bomb and make it sound so fucking majestic. Hold on, Jimin. Damn, this song is amazing.
모든 하나까지 가져가려 애쓰던 girl. Look at yourself, 좀 많은 거 원하지 왜 그래도 돼 넌 그게 only babe 그 모습을 지켜줘. Even though you test me 날 시험해도 Even though you kill me 날도 찔러도 I don't care about you 저 같은 그날까지도
Ooh. Damn, this is amazing. Currently, it's my favorite, my second favorite song off of this album. Set Me Free is still my favorite. Holy shit. Damn. Holy shit. Okay, this is fucking awesome. And I had to check out the lyrics. Apparently they are available on genius.com. They translated the entire album already. This is an interesting song and I absolutely loved it. It also creates a different an interesting perspective as far as like the entirety of this album. It's kind of crazy because you have Face Off where you kind of like face, in a way, in the verses, he faces that person or whoever that person represents that took advantage of him, whether it's a relationship or whatever else it may be, taking advantage of him, using him, stabbing him. Hopefully not literally, but literally the lyrics say, "Gave you all the money, all of my heart, and believing in people is the beginning of this terrible nightmare that I was getting myself into," and a person masquerading them, creating a masquerade party, basically being a different person each time. And I was too fucking drunk to realize what was happening in front of my nose. So it's almost like he's facing that person. So it's a face off. Then it goes into the interlude, which is Dive. So I'm diving into like this drunken depression in a way. Then, like crazy, as Jimin is in his kitchen in the beginning, and then in the end with that pan filled with full of mud, as he goes partying like crazy to try and forget that person, but that person cannot let him go because the woman literally grabs his hand and drags him. And then he comes back with that same mud, fresh mud, which is like fresh memories, a fresh episode of like depression and whatnot. So he's partying like crazy, he's going crazy. Then the fourth song is Alone. So after that, Jimin ends up being all alone and like crazy. So that's the fourth song, then him being alone. And then in the fifth song, Set Me Free. He finally realized all of his demons and fighting everything that he had to fight, realizing that the number one thing that he has to set, the only person that can set him free is himself. So there's a really amazing storytelling aspect within this entire album. And then the final song, the hidden song, Letter, a letter to the person, a letter to myself, a future me, a past me. Interesting, very interesting. I feel like the storytelling within like the actual album itself is already pretty fucking awesome. And like the song itself, Face Off, is my second favorite song off of this album. And if I didn't have Set Me Free imprinted in my brain, because I listened to it probably like 125 times by now, Face Off would probably be my favorite right now. Him cursing and making it sound so fucking elegant is just incredible. And wanting to get so drunk to forget these traces of you, much like he says in the lyrics. It's absolutely incredible. Like, and the lyrics of, even if you test me, try me, kill me, stab me more, I don't care about you. Even that day was like hell. It's kind of like facing off that person in a way, but at the same time also not being able to face yourself, because I want to get drunk and I want to forget this person. But the only way to forget is to actually forgive yourself, drown yourself, and drown these memories. You have to face them. Which is the name of the entire fucking album, is Face, which is also like a really cool double meaning. And also like the lyrics of try to test me, kill me, stab me. It also kind of fits not even within like a relationship kind of thing, but like the mental struggles that you have with yourself, and like basically equating an idol being like a puppet or a clown that can be just spoken to in whatever which way, and people can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and just quite legitimately like test the limits of your patience. But if you do something in that moment, you will be vilified forever. So it's like the people, but also the relationship. But to me, it's even more so like the people who try to test him, as far as like Jimin going through his struggles, as far as like hate goes and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, but there's something about that melody in the beginning which is very classical. Of course, we've heard that so many times, you know, in our childhood, right? It kind of feels like Jimin felt as if he was like a clown, uh just doing singing and dancing and doing whatever it is that he needs to do to please everyone, while everyone can say and do whatever the fuck they want to him in a context of a relationship, like the whole masquerade party, a person being fake and just using him, or just, you know, haters in general, as far as like the way that they can test you with the words that they can say to you and the things that they can do. It's fucking amazing. Let's actually check out the interlude now. Uh, there's no lyrics, just a 2-minute instrumental. Holy shit. It's like literally depression, darkness knocking on the door or something, as he's diving deeper into it, and then like crazy he goes partying like crazy.
진짜 너무 보고 싶었습니다. 네, 이렇게 만나게 되네요. 여러분, 지민입니다.
Something, thank you so much. It's like literally after a concert. Oh, he drove into a club. Yeah. Or so drove somewhere to drink, basically. Oh shit, the production is it feels so incredibly intimate. Like he literally, it seemed like he was at a concert thanking the fans, but then it always, like I talked about it with another group. I talked about it, about how like there's a certain high that you have, like you perform in front of thousands and thousands of people. You're so loved in that moment, but then you go into that hotel room and you're basically all alone, and you kind of like lay in your own darkness, and you are all alone, much like the next song that we're going to check out, because we did check out Like Crazy already. He's performing, he's trying to put on an, not necessarily put on an act, but he's trying to be professional, thanking everyone, but behind that happiness there's so much sadness that the only place where he can go is a bar or something and drink his sorrows away, and that's what leads us to Like Crazy. And then after Like Crazy, when Jimin ends up being all alone, and at the end of the music video, with the hand full of mud, which represents like darkness and depression and whatnot, then the next song comes in and it's Alone. So let's get into it. This is fucking awesome. Oh no, these lyrics. It literally felt like he woke up from falling asleep at the end of Like Crazy. Damn, let's take it back. Holy shit. These lyrics are very, very depressing.
언제부터였을까 눈앞에서 웃고 있는 모두가 무섭게 느껴져 도망치려 했지만 갈 길을 잃어버린 지금은
Now he's talking to himself, right?
스위치에 잠들고 기억이 나지 않을 때 생각해봤어 지금 내가 뭘 하고 있는 건지 왜 나만 이런 건지 아니 모두가 그렇지 매번 괜찮은 척하는 내 모습이 한심하게 느껴져 똑같은 하루가 또 다시 흘러가 얼마나 버텨야 나 돌아갈 수 있을까 차갑고 쓸쓸한 밤 아무 생각 없이 불 꺼진 방 안을 걸어 나 홀로 괜찮다 했었지만 점점 날 잃어가는 것만 같아 Day and night 반복되는 flow
Oh my. The production on fucking Fall and Repeat. Holy shit. So this is like literally in Set Me Free he says I never stop again repeat and he continues to I never stop, fuck all your ops. Whereas in Alone it's day and night, fall and repeat, like I never stop, I'll never stop to get what is mine and set myself free. Whereas in Alone I just repeat the same pattern of like depression and sadness. This is amazing. Holy shit. He even says Mayday, like he literally kind of like pleading for someone to save him. But much like in Set Me Free, the only person who can save you is yourself. Man, this is a beautiful story of like overcoming yourself, basically, this whole album. Oh my god, his vocals are fucking angelic. This person does not deserve to suffer like this. Damn, the production on the Fall. You bastard! Like literally lying to himself. This is the production. This makes me appreciate the autotune actually even more, to the stylistic ways that it was used and Set Me Free. It's like literally demons in my own head speaking to me, trying to put me down, or like me trying to convince myself that I never stop, which also has like this processing done. And then the vocals of him very quietly, almost like whispering, Set Me Free during the actual chorus, if I'm not mistaken. There's like these very delicate, quiet vocals. Like there's something deep within him that still wants to see the light. And now he's like, make it right, it's going to be all right. And then the fucking process vocals, which almost sounds slightly like, I don't, maybe not necessarily demonic, but it sounds very different. Say lie, like you're lying to yourself. Damn. Holy shit, Jimin. It's almost like childish vocals. Like the lie sounds like la la la, like that's all that you're doing. Damn. Oh, the piano.
되돌릴 수 없는 걸 똑같은 하루가 또다시 흘러가 어떻게 해야 이 어둠이 끝이 아무 생각 없이 불 꺼진 방 안을 걸어 나 홀로 괜찮다 했었지만
Damn. This is a beautiful song.
잃어가는 것만 같아 Day and night 반복되는 fall Bad twilight 외면하지만 Day 반복되는 fall Make
Damn.
it right It's gonna be alright
Damn, and it ends with lie again. Fucking hell. This is one of the most relatable songs I think I've ever heard, low key. If I wasn't an emotionless bastard, I would cry right now, to be honest. That was amazing. It's like, it literally reminds me of the song Every Day is Exactly the Same by 9 Inch Nails. Nothing changes. Nothing will change unless you make the change, which is kind of appropriate with the fact that it was also like the soundtrack of the movie Wanted, and the story with that song, like, unless you actually want to make the change and become an assassin who can bend bullets. It's one of my favorite movies, to be honest. But no lie, legitimately, I watched that movie probably like 35 times over. But the one thing that makes this song incredibly relatable is like literally Jimin is almost like having a conversation with himself in his own mind. Why is it only me? And he's like, no, everyone's like that. Everyone is pretending to be okay. Everyone feels pathetic. Everyone feels as if like they need to hide themselves. And it's like, suppressing your feelings does not make those feelings go away. Facing your feelings, facing your fears, and facing yourself, which is like the title of the album, face yourself. And that's when you'll get over, which is why it's a beautiful setup for Set Me Free. The lyrics are absolutely sad, tragic, and it kind of like opens your eyes to the fact that what you see in a music video or an IG post or concert, those smiles, that's just a small, tiny ass portion that you see of those individuals in reality. And I'm sure like every idol, because he literally says everyone's like that. We all have our moments, and unfortunately, Jimin really like puts it all out there for everyone to see. But ironically, his face in it, then that's why he can like basically show off himself on a plate. And that's how he gets over it. Like everyone's laughing at me, making me feel sad, scared, trying to run away. The same you who lost your way. Like I'm trying to run, trying to run away, but I lost my way. Is also really cool. It's like this double entendre. Overthinking, what did I do wrong? What am I supposed to do next? Making excuses and trying to convince myself that I'm okay, while all I'm doing is convince everyone else that I might be okay, which just leads to me feeling even worse because it makes me feel like no one really cares to see through the, no pun intended, the masquerade in Face Off. Like I'm basically also creating like a masquerade party because everyone else believes me when I say that I'm fine. It's absolutely beautiful. And I just love like the feelings that Jimin portrays there, and knowing that it sets us up for Set Me Free is just absolutely incredible. Walking in my dark room alone, I said it was okay, as literally in Like Crazy, he goes back into that kitchen and the lights constantly, like in the beginning of the music video, the lights fade and he's in his own, like there's like this mud which represents like darkness and depression. It really creates a beautiful perspective in how this album covers not just relationships, but your own darkness and depression. So I feel like Jimin did a phenomenal job with this entire album. We still have the hidden track left to check out, so that's exactly what we're going to do right now. But I just wanted to say that this is absolutely incredible, and the lyrics are not available on genius.com for this song, but I did find them on YouTube, so we'll check out a color coded lyric video, unfortunately. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Let's get into the final song of this insanely poetic album. Let's go.
어떤 말 해야 할지 또 어떻게 전할지 서툴기만 하네요. 뻔하단 걸 알지만
Holy fuck. Okay. The production on this entire album and the creation of an environment and the ambiance, like he is literally lost in the waves or at the sea or something, and it feels as if like I'm listening to something that was recorded on the beach at night and it's windy, and then it transitions to his own mind in a way. That was amazing. The waves, beautiful.
가볍지 않도록 이 말을 전할게요. I say oh oh 더 행복하길 바래요.
Is that a letter to himself, basically?
난 넘어질 때면 내게 그 손 내밀어줘.
And to ARMY? To ARMY or BTS? I'm blown away by this entire album. This is a love letter to the fans, basically. Back to the sea. Damn, that's beautiful. That's
시간이 흐른 뒤에도 우린 그대로일까. 처음 만난 그때처럼.
if I could, I'd cry, to be honest. But I don't have those emotions in me.
우리가 함께라면 사막도 바다가 될 수 있던 그때 그 모습 그대로.
Even the desert could become a sea. Okay, I don't know how accurate the translation is, but it's absolutely beautiful. Like literally, when I'm all dried up with no emotions, I feel so empty, and and you fill that emptiness. Basically, this is a beautiful love letter. Damn.
또 바다가 될 수 있던 그때 그 모습 그대로.
The lyricism is on another level.
I say oh oh 꼭 영원하길 바래요. 추운 겨울 속 내게
Spring Day.
따뜻한 봄날 같던 you. I say oh
Is that a song by BTS?
언제나 간직할게요. 너와 나 그 사이 지웠던 그 순간들. Baby 떠나지 마. 그냥 내 곁에 stay. 작디 작은 날 크게 봐줘 너의.
This is so anthemic.
그만큼만 전할 수 있게. 내가 했던 말 지킬 수 있게. 걱정하지 마 그냥 네 곁에 stay. 어떤 날이 기다릴지 모르게. 슬픈 하지만 겁이 나지만 함께라는 말 이상하지만 뻔하단 걸 알지만 가볍지 않도록 이 말을 전할게요.
Holy shit. It's like after he set himself free, is by realizing that there's light and there's darkness, and you cannot suppress one. You just have to be aware of it. And it's light and dark makes the world, which is why I say, you know, it's gonna be scary, but as long as you're with me and all that kind of stuff, like lyrically, this is absolutely incredible. The whole album is like a beautiful, masterful telling of a story of a man that was suffering with, at the end of the day, suffering with himself. No matter if there was something like in like crazy, like a relationship that ruined him to the point where he couldn't stop thinking about that person and destroyed him. But at the core of it all, it's my own demons that ruined me. And this is a beautiful representation of uh, the stages of getting over myself and getting over you, getting over the haters and set me free. Um, no matter how much you test me and try me and face off and you stab me, I don't care. And just from wanting to get drunk to wanting to party like crazy to wanting to disappear because I'm all alone, to then setting yourself free when I realize that I have nothing left. Again, I think I talked about Tyler Durden and Set Me Free. It's only after we lose everything that we're free to do anything. And now he's lost everything with Alone, and he was able to set himself free. And now this letter, it's almost like a letter, not just to Army, to BTS, to everyone who helped him, but also a letter to himself. Because never forget that where there's ups, there's going to be downs, and you cannot really have a life where it's just nothing but sunshine and positivity and fucking rainbows. Rain will come and thunder will come. And you just have to overcome it, especially when you have so many people that care for you. This was amazing. Also, I saw something on Twitter. I think it spoiled something for me, but if I'm not mistaken, it actually says here there's a tweet by BTS Updates, the hidden track letter, the song credits background vocals Jungkook. If that's if that's the case, that's fucking awesome, and it even like actually helps. Like here's the actual proof, I guess. Guitar, Jimin was participating in that too. That's beautiful. This kind of makes me want Jimin to do like when we reacted to Rosie's Sea of Hope reactions videos, like that whole series. This is perfect. If that thing is still on, if it's like Sea of Hope, if that's the show, what it's called, if that's still going, please, Jimin in that fucking scenery at the sea with a acoustic guitar, like imagine him performing this song. It's going to be freaking amazing. This whole album is a beautiful representation of what it's like to tell a story, from the actual titles and how they create the story, to the actual songs and the connection between all of the songs. It's absolutely incredible. This was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, check out the Patreon if you want to see some exclusive reactions, and also support the production of these videos here on YouTube. And I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See ya.